hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Porky here, the voice of hardcore boxing fans. I'm the man that says things that other people daren't say. Today I'm joined by my good friend from Essex, Mickey THEO. How are you doing, Mick?
Yeah, all fine, thank you.
What's happening in the land of La La Land, is it, down in Essex? You all right?
Listen, the weather's out nice today, so yeah, it's sun's. Listen, once the sun's out, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Are people having the cars valeted, Mick, and the tyres done?
Listen, we're on a shutdown. You know, we're on this COVID-19 lockdown, and you know, waiting for government to spend a few quid over here. You know.
Yeah. Have you heard of from John Fury, aka the fighting man that don't fight?
You mean the titty man?
The titty man, what's that?
Well, he's got big tits, hasn't he? That's why we nickname him now, John Fury, the titty man. Yeah? The chicken titty man.
That's a bit close to knuckle that, Mick, isn't it? Bit close to knuckle that, Mick, isn't it?
What do you mean, bit close to the knuckle? Big close to the tit, you mean? The nipple, you mean?
Oh,
the titty
mate.
is closer to the nipple, yeah? And he's got a pair of fucking juggernauts on him, hasn't he?
Juggernaut. All right, so you've not heard up from him then, no?
I can hear from him. You'd hear from him more than I would, I suppose, you know?
I bet I do next week.
Well, sorry, you hear from the people he sends or makes phone calls to you with all the threats and all the bollocks.
Yeah.
He's got nothing else better to do, is he? Instead of coming out like a man and fighting, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Only,
Gets other people to do his dirty work. You know, the titty man.
only 2 since yesterday, so it's phasing out, isn't it now? The worn out. Right, let's talk a bit of boxing, Mick. I know you don't follow it all the time, but you do get some things right. Even
no, I'm not a connoisseur. I'm not a connoisseur like you.
Right. All right then. It appears that Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua, it's all pointing to it not happening this year now, right? Or at least in summer. Where does that leave Usyk? Because he got his sent into a position to fight Joshua for the WBO belt, mandatory. It looks like Joe Joyce is going to be doing dirty work for Joshua. A bit like when Eddie signed Ortiz and we all thought, oh, he's going to put him in with Joshua. And he didn't. Ortiz was ranked #1 with WBA. He had a WBA interim belt. He just needed upgrading. And Eddie never did it. He did it with Scott Quigg. Didn't do it with Luis Ortiz. Another Olympian, southpaw, big puncher. So do you think that Joshua's kind of like a protected quarterback?
Listen, at the end of the day, Eddie's got them all. They're all signed up to Eddie, you know. Apart, I don't think Ortiz is he? I'm not sure.
No, not no more, but he were with Eddie because Eddie signed him a few years ago.
He's in control. He can pay who he wants, when he wants to, and he can get any fight he wants on at the end of the day, isn't he? He's in charge.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to look at.
Yeah. All right, mate. All right. Do you feel
regarding Tyson Fury, the question was really, would he be fighting this year? I don't believe it. I don't think that fight will happen. Number one, I don't think Joshua wants to fight him. I think Eddie's keeping it. That's his pound note, man. You know, he makes money from him. So why would he want to throw him in the deep end? All right, he can make a few quid out the fight, you know, and the second fight if it has to go to a second fight. But he's just stringing him along and milking him at the moment, you know.
Do you feel that if it doesn't happen, that Eddie's getting himself into position to maybe get a fight that people are going to say, oh, that's an easy one, that, you know, like the big stiff Chinaman, and we beat in Olympics. Do you feel that Eddie is going to say, well, we had to act quick, didn't we? Joshua's being inactive and the Fury fight's not happening for one reason or next. You've just got to get a fight on what you can. You know, a bit like a Pulev type of fight. Do you think the fans would fall for that again? Because I don't think they would.
I don't know what the fans are going to believe now with all the bullshit that's been coming out, you know. Yeah. First of all, you had Tyson saying that, you know, well done, Daniel Kinahan, for getting the fight on and that. There's a big palaver about that story. And then it's gone down to Eddie trying to get the fight on when the fight was meant to already be fixed. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but in June, Tyson Fury said, The fight's done. 2-fight deal. Well, thank you very much, Daniel Kinahan, down the man. That was 9 months ago. So what's happened in that 9 months?
Okay, we can assume that Daniel's been put out of the picture. Now they're renegotiating through the board and all that crap that we're talking about. But listen, at the end of the day, Daniel's back in the circle thing. So, which is, you know, I'll take my hat off to the guy. Well done. He should be in there, you know, because he belongs in that department, what he's good at. And he's doing a good job of what he's doing with his fighters. It looks like it. Yeah. And they get paid on time. And a lot of people going down to heading that way because of, you know, the positivity in him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
going back to Tyson, yeah, it was meant to happen, like you say, 9 months ago. Then Eddie's saying it's going to happen. It's almost done. 2 weeks, we've got the deal done, and we're still waiting. You know, I think Eddie's just stringing people along, hyping it up, trying to show he's trying to make it happen, and behind the scenes, it's not really happening. He's making out he wants to fight, but he doesn't really want to fight. That's why he's pronouncing it. You know what I mean?
Well, I know people
trying to pull wool out of our eyes, basically, like you know, like that John Fury used to do. You know,
not the fighting man that don't fight.
No, the titty man. You're getting the word wrong. The titty man.
Sorry, the titty man. Right. Yeah. I know a couple of people at Sky. One person, and it wasn't Carl Fracture who told me this. It was somebody else, but they're saying that they don't really want it. McCracken, Joshua don't want the fight. They're going to say they are because the fans will turn on them, won't they? I mean, they're already close to turning on them for going to Saudi. Time, aren't they, before Pool, if he went to Saudi? And look, these people are mercenaries. They're not bothered about boxing fans. They're not bothered about it. That's why it's left to me to take the establishment on. I'll take them on. I'll say what I've got to say.
I'll tell you, it'd be a good fight. Joe Joyce
against Joshua. Yeah.
With Joshua. Yeah. That'd be a great fight.
Have you noticed how certain people who are pay-per-view don't call out other people? You never hear Dylan White calling out Joe Joyce, do you? Or Usyk.
Is that fight happening? Dylan White?
Against who?
Pulev. The rematch, wasn't it?
Dylan White rematch in Pulev. You haven't fought him yet.
No, not Pulev. What's the other geezer?
Povetkin.
Povetkin.
Yeah.
That's meant to be happening.
Gibraltar next month. They're going to fight in Gibraltar.
You reckon that's happening?
I don't know, but Dylan White's calling shots from Gibraltar, isn't he, or out that way? There's some. I don't know. I mean, why would you go run into dance to Dylan White's tune? He's not even won a European title yet. He's dog shit.
It's about money. It's all about the money.
Well,
Eddie gets another fight when there's a big fight for him. It's a big payday for him.
How many more pay-per-views can they string out, though?
Sorry?
How many more pay-per-views can Matchroom and Sky Sports string out to hardcore boxing fans and fans in general? How many more? When do we say enough is enough, mate?
I know what you're saying, but this is the boxing we're in. This is the game we're in. And we have to tag along with it and put our money in if we want to watch it. And 9 times out of 10, the public does.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how the boxers earn their wages, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, while I've got you on, before I forget, because you know I've got short-term memory loss, I did some T-bar rowing today in there next door. I obviously haven't got a T-bar thing, but I just pushed Olympic bar into the corner, you know, old school. You know, my back, it's killing me. When does that pain go away?
Oh, you're doing bent over rows?
Yeah, bent over, yeah.
With the bar stuck in the corner, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
that's
have a lot.
Roll, that is.
Yeah, barred into the corner. Only 60 key on it.
You shouldn't. When you say pain, you shouldn't have pain. You know, you should feel it for the motions, and then when you stop, you shouldn't have pain. Well, your lower back's paining you?
Oh, what?
You say your lower back's a problem?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Did you have a belt? Was you wearing a belt?
No, I ain't got one.
You have to wear a belt, mate. You have to wear a belt. You do your back in.
Yeah.
And when you come up, arch your back. You know, when you put in it, arch your back.
Well, look up like that.
Yeah, go stretch out and then arch it and pull your chest out, you know?
Yeah.
When you're bent over. But you must wear a belt, Russ.
Yeah.
You must wear a belt.
I want to ask you something about bodybuilding, mate, because obviously you know a bit about this bodybuilding game. You know when you look at, you see all these pictures, right, of these bodybuilders, they all look the same, don't they? But So how do you pick a winner? How do you pick a winner?
It's hard. It's hard when they're very close, you know. Yeah, that's what I have it.
Do you feel that the golden age that you always go on about in the 70s, do you think nowadays they'd just be like doormen stood next to these nowadays, wouldn't they?
Who's that? Sorry.
You know, like the Oak, people like Oak and people like that, the Shadow. They'd be no compared to these blokes now with up juicer on. Because there's a lot of juice heads on it now, isn't there?
Oh yeah, the different class now, isn't it? You know, the chemistry's moved forward and more advanced, shall I say? And there's so much supplements and that coming out now that's, you know, as good as the real thing, you know.
I've been looking at them and some of them are popping up with legs missing and in wheelchairs and all sorts, aren't they?
You know what? It's amazing what you see on the internet now, isn't it? I mean, yeah, they're amazing, them people. I'll take my hat off to them, you know.
Flex Wheeler on one about. He's got a leg off, hasn't he?
I don't know, did he? That name I haven't heard for years.
Flex Wheeler's lost his leg, mate. Did you have any injuries like that, mate? Anybody
losing a leg?
No.
I still got my two legs.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I was rushing to the gym one. I was rushing to the gym one Boxing Day, and I had coming back a few years now, probably late 80s, and I don't know, a Range Rover, and I've gone to overtake this guy because I thought I've got to get to the gym before it shuts. So I've overtook this Mini, and like he's giving it, I said, "Fuck off, you gun!" And I've looked up, and I've gone crash into a bollard, you know, like in the middle of the road, and the front tire's gone. Whoosh. Oh, I thought, fuck this. So I pulled over, got the jack out. I was in a hurry, yeah. So I'm laying down the car with my hand under the sill, yeah, and I'm doing this jacking up, yeah. Next thing, the car comes crashing down on here, pushing that right back, and all I heard was I didn't feel nothing a second for about 5-6 seconds. I pulled it out, and next thing, the fucking pain was just shooting through that arm. You know, I fractured it completely. Car come down on me wrist basically, and I just was so frustrated because I still wanted to train, you know. And I thought, fuck, I've got to go to the hospital and get sorted, you know. So that was a bit of a downer for me. That's the only really bad injury I've had.
Yeah.
Apart from heavy benching, ripping the tendons. Yeah. I ripped the tendons off.
What's your biggest bench press, mate?
620 kilos a side, either side, plus the bar.
260 kilo.
Yeah, that's flat bench, but on incline I was stronger. I used to do 7 plates a side. 720 kilos a side.
That's on Smithson though, isn't it?
On a Smith, no, it's 3 bar.
Oh, on the free weight.
3 weights, yeah.
You must have been getting plenty spinach down you, Mick. You get plenty spinach down here in them days.
And in squatting, I've done 8 plates a side.
Yeah. 320 kilo plus bar. 340 kg, that's a lot, that, isn't it?
Bent over rain, 6 plates all the time, pulling up, bench behind the neck, 4 plates a side. Yeah, I was a bit of a powerhouse before. I was into me weight, like heavy weights.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. What do you think about judges in UK, Mick? Do you think that it's become a bit of a farce now?
Bodybuilding?
No, I'm on about boxing.
Boxing.
So. Oh, if you want to talk bodybuilding judges, you threw your trophy.
Sorry, no, we was on bodybuilding, then you talked about judges. And I assumed.
No, go on, Mick. Talk about bodybuilding judges.
No, I won't talk about judges in bodybuilding because I won't give them 2 minutes to talk about them because they're fucking arseholes. That's why I'm out of the game. I'm out of the game. They pick their favourites at the end of the day. We can say that in boxing, can't we? On a panel of judges, you know.
Well, I remember Robert Smith 10 years ago complaining about all these trinket belts, intercontinental this, international that, international silver, and blah blah blah, and on and on and on, saying that fighters not going the traditional route. And then we just have a prime example at weekend. Josh Kelly, he's in there with a world level stroke European level fighter. And we saw what happened, didn't we? And he's not one of British. And I think that Conor Benn's a disaster waiting to happen as well. He might get paid in a big fight for a world title and a pay-per-view, but he's a disaster waiting to happen, mate. And I just wanted to put it on record with this video saying that.
What do you mean he's a disaster waiting to happen?
I don't think he's... Well, he needs to fight. I don't think he's British level, to be honest. His best wins
I don't know. With his last fight, I think he impressed me. But listen, I might be wrong.
Right, mate. He should fight Chris Jenkins for British, but he hasn't. But would Chris Jenkins have beat Formella? Yeah, he would. So let's not put sprinkle any crap on this. I'm not up on that Formella. A lot of people who I know who are like, all of a sudden, they're hanging out at the back of Conor Benn. He hasn't shown me anything. Yeah, he might have gone away to learn his craft a little bit, but who has he beat? Who?
It's about money here, isn't it? Eddie's going to put him in for a money fight because Eddie earns out of it. That's the whole idea.
Does that make it right if he gets hurt?
Well, is he bothered about it? He's not bothered about it because he'd be putting him in for it, doesn't he? He don't care. He sounds like it or he looks like it. You know,
well, Nigel Benn didn't go a traditional British route, did he? Because he didn't want to fight Errol Graham.
Well,
all right then. What do you think about women's boxing in general, Mick? The whole episode of it. What do you think about it? Do you like it?
I mean, it's growing, isn't it? It's getting bigger and bigger all the time.
Yeah.
Do I like it? I think it's quite fun, to be honest. Yeah. When I say fun, I think it's good that women can box, look after themselves. And that Savannah's doing a marvellous job, isn't she? I mean, Peter's doing a really good, cracking job on her. She's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen a female fight like that. I mean, she's just amazing. To me, anyway. She's just, wow. She's proper.
What do you think about... let me find it. Here we go. Lawrence Okole's brought a book out called Dare to Change Your Life. There you go. Lawrence Okole. Have you ever seen Lawrence Okole fight?
Yeah, we've seen him just before Christmas. He was on, wasn't he?
What do you think?
Personally, I don't think he's at world level. No.
Right. It's garbage, mate. Garbage. And you won't open your curtains to watch him. He's got an horrible style. He's bringing books out. Not won a world title yet. I don't get it, mate. I don't get this bringing books out when you've not won a world title.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a personal issue, a personal thing there, isn't it? You know, there's talk about me bringing books out. I ain't bringing.
Are you bringing a book out now?
There was a lot of talk about me bringing a book out. I'm not going to be bringing a book out. What for?
I saw something the Titty Man said about
the what man? I didn't hear that, Russ.
The Titty Man. I saw something on social media a few months ago, and he was saying, "He's only doing it because he's got a book coming out. He's joining off my name, bringing books out, trying to live off the Fury name."
Okay.
Don Fury, you need to fight Mickey THEO and prove that you're a fighting man and fight for your family's honour, like James Quinn said in that video. Fight for your family's honour. Don't hide, John. Come out of wherever you are. Mick's waiting for you. Get in touch. Pick up the phone.
I'm here.
Let's get at it. You and Mick aren't that. It's not me. I'm not a fighting man, John. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But other than that, are you still ticking over, Mick and Jim? Obviously, you're not training for John at the moment, but you still must be ticking over, are you?
Yeah, I always tick over, don't I?
What have you done today?
What have I done today? I can't tell you my secrets, but I'm ticking over.
Oh, well, John's ticking over. He's doing 10-mile runs, isn't he?
Maybe 20.
Every day, Mick?
Fuck knows what he's doing, mate. You know what I mean? He's probably fucking chasing the chickens or something. He's trying to do a Rocky in the fucking pen.
It'd be like the Bionic Man, won't it? We can rebuild him. We have the technology. All right. We'll ask you a few quirky questions here, Mick. I want you to give me an answer. What's your favourite meal?
Your favourite meal?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I love a bit of cheese on a cheat day. Cheese and biscuits and you know, crackers and a bit of fruit with it.
Foodie stuff like that.
Foodie stuff.
Foodie stuff, they call that in South Yorkshire.
Foodie, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I love cheese.
What's your favourite film, Mick, that you've ever seen? Oh, I know.
Well, you know what mine was, yeah.
Go on, say it.
The Town.
With Ben Affleck.
That's the one.
About armed robbers, isn't it?
Yeah, they're good boys.
Don't you like the John McVicker armed robbery film?
McVicker, he's all right.
Or White Heat with James Cagney.
White Heat, yeah, I've seen that years ago, that one.
Top of the wheel, bar, top of the wheel.
I don't know, The Town just does something for me, you know what I mean? Just, I don't know, it inspires me. I just like it. I can watch it every day, you know, it's amazing.
I'm a big James Cagney fan. Have you ever seen that film, Angels with Dirty Faces?
Yeah, that's
1938. He walks up to him, doesn't he? Sticks gun in his side. He goes, "Collect that dough and fast." That's a great film. I've got the box set. There's another one, Roaring Twenties, and then there's another one that I just love James Cagney films. I always cheer for that bad guy. But moving on then, have you got a football team you like, Mick? No.
You know what? Years ago as a kid, you know what I mean? I just probably Spurs supporter.
All right. Do you do any cycling or anything like that, Mick? Any stuff like that?
No, I love cycling. I'm the cycle man. I love it. Yeah.
But cycle,
I haven't done any late because obviously the weather's been shit. But in the summer, I'm out on my push bike all the time. Love it. Mountain bike.
If you were with your good lady, Mick, and you were single, and there were any woman who was famous in the world, which one would you like to take on a date to pictures?
Do you know what, Russ? I'm fucking at my head, ain't even thinking about that. You know, that's a blank.
You mean you don't?
That's a blank at the moment. Okay.
All right. You mean you don't say?
Well, no, I'm not even thinking that line. You know what I mean?
What car would you have, Mick? What car would you have if you had like a amount of money? What car would? I know you've had some nice ones, but what car would you like to buy if money were right?
Russ, I've had all the cars. Honestly, the only one I haven't had was a Bugatti. Probably that'd be the next step.
Aren't they £1,000 tyres on them? A grand, aren't they?
It's just like £6,000 a pop, each one.
£6,000 a tyre.
£6,000 a tyre. So a service on that, yeah. A service and a set of tyres is 50 grand.
You're joking, man.
So if you buy one of them, it has to be serviced. It's got to be stamped at certain times. You need to invest 50 grand a time. Okay. I almost bought one. I actually went to Bugatti, the factory. I test drove one in 1980, 87, 88 when I had the Enzo. And Carl, the supercar finder, the guy used to find my cars all the time. I met him because he sourced an Enzo for me. He actually took me over there, and there was another client going over there who actually put a deposit down to buy one. Took us around the factory, laid down the hors d'oeuvres, and then when we came back from the tour of the factory, they wanted, dine us with lunch and champagne and all that bollocks. I said, listen, I just want to get in the car and fucking drive it and see what it's all about, It was good. It was a good day out. Had a good day and flew back. I didn't buy it in the end. You know what? It was such a smooth car. You can't hear inside. There's no growl, no roar. To the model when they bought out, but listen, they've upgraded the models now to make the car completely different from the front and the back and the side. I mean, Ronaldo's bought the latest one, I think, which is like £19 million. So, they've upped the price as well. It was 1.4 to start with, sterling, and now it's gone up to 19 million, I believe. So they're jumping. They've got the clientele though. Whoever wants a new model, they're gonna source them. They're ongoing buyers. But at the time when the first Bugatti came up, they were listed at 1.4. I could have bought one for 600 grand. So I was debating whether to sell the Enzo to go for the Bugatti at the time in 2008. But I didn't go for it in the end. I thought, no, just didn't grab hold of me. But listen, there will be a time that comes and I do get one, and it's like anything, isn't it? You drive it, you have it for a few months, and then boredom comes and you get rid of it and move on.
Did you have a Lambo, Mick?
Yeah, I had the Murcielago. Yeah.
That's
with a big fucking tube exhaust like that at the back, big exhaust. Noisy cunt it was.
It's a stick as well, not a paddle, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a left hooker as well.
Oh, God, how did that car? How you cope with that?
You're right, I can drive left. Enzo's a left-hand drive as well.
Are they?
Any proper car is a left-hand drive. It's only because we're in the UK, it's right. They become making for the UK. But most cars are left-hand drives, you know. So yeah, the Lambo's okay. Listen, I've drove loads of left-hand drives. I've had loads of left-hand because I've had Hummers, I've had Escalades, I've had them all. You know what I mean? They're all left-hand drives, and yeah.
Oh.
All good. It's good. It's good. I mean, have you driven left-hand drive? Can you handle a left-hand drive? Can you drive one?
I've driven one once, I think, once or twice.
You just got to focus on keeping your right-hand eye on the middle of the road, just inside from it, because you're left-hand drive. You just got to look at your mirror, make sure you're there, and you're close to your side. You know, you get used to it.
All right. What are you having for your tea tonight, Nick?
I don't know. I'll probably have a bit of fish tonight.
Yeah.
Fish. Yeah, a bit of fish. Listen, it's still not weekend. It's Friday. You know. Yeah. Tomorrow night, like weekends, I let myself go. Like I said, I can have a little cheat. I'll have what I want. You know what I mean? Just treat myself.
All right. I think that's about it then, really. We've heard nothing about Tyson and Joshua, Billy Joe and Canelo. It's all a bit stalemate at the moment.
Yeah, that's another. You know, Billy Joe. What's happening with that fight? You know, it's meant to be happening, and they haven't really. It's not 100%, is it?
We're waiting for Yildirim to fight Canelo, aren't we?
All right. Sorry, yeah, that's happening. I think that's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Once that's out of the way.
Yeah, and then we'll see what happens there. Yeah, but listen, like, you know, I think Eddie's got Canelo again, so it's all down to him, isn't it? And I think he'll get the fight on because he's got both boxers. There's money to be made. Whoever wins or loses, yeah, it's down already, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's the one that's going to be. He owns both the boxers in a sense, or they're signed to him, so he'll take the money.
Yeah. We have to give a bit of credit to the guy. Is it KRN TV? Is it Christian who put a video out and let Ray Hills apologise to you, Mick, didn't he?
Ray Hills.
He's apologised to you.
Listen, he's apologised. I've got to be a man and respect that, and no problem. Apologies accepted on the production team and Ray Hills. They're wrong, like they say. You can't be wrong and strong. You know, they dug me out, used my name, tried to anyway. I give it what I give it because I give it a little bit last time because I was a bit annoyed. You don't put things out on the internet when it, you know, relates to, you know, shooting this and shooting that and killing this and killing that and shooting dogs when I love dogs and I love all pets, and especially when it ain't me anyway. You know, that's why I was a bit aggressive. Well, call it aggressive, a little bit annoyed. Yeah, so big respect to them for coming out and popping out with the truth, basically. You know what I mean? So yeah, apologies accepted from both of them. And like he said, you got to be a man to say that. Yeah, but you got to be a man to say fucking correct things as well, not bollocks. Yeah.
As the gentleman.
But listen, like I say, we got to let it go because they're in the wrong. They've apologised, so yeah, we have to accept it, and that's the right thing to do in life.
Have they took the video down, mate?
Well, I said to them, you have to pull that video down, or no apology accepted. And now I haven't seen the video. I haven't even looked to see if it's still up there. If it stays up there, well, then you know we'll have to make a few phone calls and put things right and tell them to take it down. But I'm doing it right now, accepting their apologies when probably the video's still up there. So I'll show you what type of guy I am, basically. You know.
All right then.
I'm a fair man. I'm a humble one, and you know, I try my best in life.
All right then, mate. Well, listen, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome, mate.
And I hope you have a great weekend, mate. It's
and you, and Titty Man. If you're hearing this or listening to you, probably will come out. Stop fucking about. Get them fucking tits out, mate, and you'll have some of that. Okay? Stop fucking ducking, you pussy, you chicken, you funky chicken. All right? That's all I've got to say to you.
All right then, mate. Well, listen, you take care, mate. Peace out. Cheers,
Peace
pal.
out.
Cheers, mate.
You like that one, didn't you? Right, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me, because we're on this journey together, aren't we? So anybody got any ideas for the channel, fire them over to me, porkycorner@mail.com. all right? Shout out to Innovation Alloys and South Yorkshire Packaging, all right? Don't forget to subscribe, keep on trucking.